everybody, it's Maura Mushki back again for some new fun thing we're going to do today. And I have two helpers here. Again, if you watched the pizza video, you might know them. This is David. Say hi, David.
Hi.
And this is Arielaide.
Hi.
And they also don't have school, just like you guys, because all the schools are closed because of the virus. So they are here and they're home, and they are my brothers, so they're going to come and help us make something really fun. So today we're making something that you can play with your hands, and it might feel really nice. We have gloves on because it might get a little messy, so we chose to put gloves on. Glove show. So we are going to keep our gloves on, but if you want, you could wash your hands before and then make it, and then wash your hands after if it gets sticky or messy. So first I'll tell you what we're going to make. Today what we're making is Fizzy cloud dough. So it sounds kind of like Play-Doh, but it's different, and we're going to add something to it that's going to make it fizzy. So it's also kind of like a science experiment. So first, let's make the cloud dough. So I have my recipe here, and it tells me that we need to put in 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of baking soda. So there's the flour. Here's the baking soda. Wait, not yet. We're talking about what we need first. And 1/4 cup of oil. That's over here. And then after that, we can talk about how to color it. There's 2 different ways to make it colorful. You also could just leave it the color that you start with, but it's more fun if you make it colorful. Okay, so, ready to start? Ready to start?
Yep.
Ready to start? All right, let's go for it. Okay, so now we're making the cloud dough. And then after we make it, we're going to make it fizzy. Okay, ready to put the 1 cup on? 1 cup. All right, Laba's using the cup measurer to get a whole cup of flour. Come a little closer so we can see. Let's fill it up. Fill up that 1 cup measure. Get it all the way to the top. Oh no, that's too much. Can you get a little less off? A little more off? Make it a little lower down. Here we are. You know what? If you smooth it out with your hand, because you're wearing gloves, you could do it with your hand. Just smooth it out. Look, I'll show you another way to do it.
Oh, so
you put your finger like that.
Mommy actually taught me a way to do it on the side.
Oh, that's a cool way to do it.
Put it.
All right, put it straight into the pan. You could do this in a bowl or in a pan. We're doing it in a pan, so it's easier for you guys to see what we're doing. Pour it on.
This is hard to get out.
Yeah. Here we go. All out. See you later, flour. Okay. That's all done. Now we need 1 cup, so we're using the same measuring cup of baking soda. That's a lot of baking soda. We might even have to use this whole container. If we use up the whole one, no worries. We have another one right here. If you have a really big container of baking soda, this would probably be a good thing to use for this recipe. Okay, you know, we're going to need to use a lot, so let's open it at the top, actually. If I can get it open with my gloves. It's a little tricky, but we can do it. Maybe we should use a knife. Oh, wait, actually, I think we got a knife. Almost there. Almost there. Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Now we have the whole baking soda open. Let's see if we can get a whole cup. You think that there's going to be a whole cup in this container?
Is that full?
Yeah, it's brand new.
So I think that there's a little more than a cup.
I think you might be right. Maybe we'll have enough to make another recipe.
Yeah, with that other box.
Yeah.
Or maybe...
David's smoothing it out to see if we have enough. What do you think, guys? Is that enough? Do we need a little more?
A little bit more.
I think a little bit more. We want to get the right amount so it comes out just the way it should. Is that enough?
Do it with your hand first. Do it with your hand.
That was making it nice and smooth so we can see if we have the right amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. I'm going to pour it in. There we go. It's like a baking soda and flour mountain. Okay. Last thing is 1/4 cup of oil. And I'm going to do that one. I think it's my turn.
Yeah.
1/4 cup. Okay. Now, before I pour the oil in, I want to tell you that after the oil is poured in, we're going to mix it with our hands. But it's not, even though it's called cloud dough, it doesn't really look or feel like a usual thing that's called dough, like cookie dough or challah dough or pizza dough. It's going to be very crumbly and dry, kind of almost like sand. kind of like moon sand. So we're going to mix it together with our fingers until it turns into that kind of sandy dough kind of feel. We're going to see how long it takes us. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Also,
all right,
Whiskey, that actually looks like the volcano that you brought that was for his birthday.
That
The
it kind of
volcano
looks like a cool
thing.
science experiment. Well, we are going to do something that will be like a cool science experiment.
No, it
after.
actually looks like you're doing that because this is a whole mountain and then you're pouring it in.
All right, let's see what happens. Well, no, nothing is happening right now.
Cool.
Well, let's mix it. Come, guys. You can help me mix. Let's mix it all in. Get all the oil mixed in. All the flour and the baking soda mixed all together.
Wow, that takes short.
Well, are we done yet?
No, but it's already taking... Some is already dough.
Okay, let's see how it feels. It already feels nice just to squish the flour. It's getting a little squishy. Let's mix it all. Let's mix the baking soda in also. You know, David, you mentioned that you've made cloud dough before, right? But you said you used a different ingredient. Remember what that ingredient was?
Baby oil.
Right. And you also, I don't know if you used baking soda in the other one,
No,
did you?
I didn't.
No, that's because this one is not regular cloud dough. This is fizzy cloud dough. We need the baking soda for something that we're going to do later. That's going to make it a really cool reaction. So, we need the baking soda to react with something that we're going to do later.
What, an explosion?
Oh, you're going to see. It's going to do something different. Sometimes when you mix two things together, it makes a new thing come. Okay, just like we can have a reaction, like we react to something. If someone does something nice to us, we feel happy. That's a reaction. If someone does something mean to us, we might feel upset. Things can have reactions too. It's like a science kind of word. So
yeah, reaction is science.
If you mix things together, they can have a reaction. That means they can do something new.
Really,
or different that they don't do by
this is
themselves.
really the way that you could make dough better.
By kneading it and pushing it?
By pushing it down and going like this.
So, right, you're right. This is done. This
and
is our
making
cloud
it
dough.
into dough.
It's not colored yet, but it is fun to play with. So, look, it's a little crumbly, but just like I did before, you can shape it. You can make a ball.
No, but really what I was doing is trying to... It's actually easier to make it into dough because now it's harder, and then when you put it like this, then you go like that and you pick it up.
Yeah.
It's easier to pick it. It's easier to pick up.
Right.
When you pick up and you knead it, gets better.
Right. So this is the cloud dough, and you can smooth it out. You can crumble it. It feels really nice, actually. It feels nice and soft. But you know what? Here, Ailey, move your hands back a second. Now I think we're ready for the next step. Not the fizzing yet, but what I want to show you is
Do we
that...
need our gloves on?
Yep, keep your gloves on, because this is the part that's going to get messy, actually. So there are two ways that you can make the cloud dough colorful. The first way is the way I'm going to show you now. I wrote in the recipe that you need paint for this one, but there's another way to do it. You can use paint, or you can use a kind of food coloring called gel food coloring that's similar to paint. You might not have it in your house, but I found some in my house, so I'm going to put it on. If you want to make the cloud dough colorful at this point, you can use paint, which you probably have in your house. So we're not going to color all of it, because we want to also do the other way of coloring it. We want to show you both ways. So we'll divide the dough in half. We'll color this one now, and this one will show you how to color it the other way. Okay, so we have two kinds of gel food coloring. We have orange and red. Now, those are not gel food coloring. Which one do you think we should use?
Orange.
Orange? Okay.
Red.
Actually, you know what? We might have a red of this one. Oh, no, we have yellow and green. Okay, we'll do...
Yellow, green.
Oh, it's getting pretty sticky.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is the right thing, but we'll try it,
Is
right?
that the red?
We'll see if it works. This is orange. Let me see what the red looks like.
Yeah, it sure looks red.
No, I know it's red, but I don't know. Here, can I have it? Can I have it? Thanks.
It's
I don't know
hard
if it's
to
the right
open it
thing
with
to color
your-
the cloud dough. This looks super sticky. All right, let's try the orange. This will be an experiment. We'll see if it works. Can I have it? This is super colorful, so I want to handle it myself because it could stain things. It's a very strong kind of coloring. Yeah, we're gonna mix this in. So this part might be good for a grown-up to do. Wait, I'm gonna mix this one. Thanks. This part might be good for a grown-up to do because we don't want to stain your clothes. If you're using a gel kind of food coloring, it might be hard to get out of clothes. If you're using a paint, then it should be able to come out of your clothes. Ask your grown-up if you can touch the paint, if it's the right kind of paint that can come out of your clothes if it gets in. Okay,
Wow,
so
that
I'm
looks
mixing
so
it in.
cool.
It's kind of working. It is making it colorful, but it's not really spreading through the whole way. But I think if you use paint or a little bit of a different kind of gel food coloring, I think it would work better. Which one did we use in the end? Did we use the orange or the red?
Orange.
Well, this is cool because it is looking kind of orange, but a very light orange.
Yeah, it's actually much better.
Much better than what you thought it would be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that we should put in a little bit more.
You know why I want to leave it?
Why?
Because we can also add more color when we do the other way. So let's leave this for now. This looks pretty good. And then we can add more color when we do it the other way. Okay. All right, guys, are you ready for the fizz part?
Yeah.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Lay, please bring me water. Okay. Actually, wait, no, there's a bottle here, Leia.
Look, you look like clothes.
Yeah, your clothes look like they're having fun too. Oh, David has something that we might need. Sorry guys, my throat is a little bit dry. Okay, that's better. Hey, could you please bring me more gloves? Thanks. Okay, so now our cloud dough is ready. Maybe it's even colored, or maybe you left it without any colors. Now, remember we said we're going to do something special to the cloud dough to make it fizzy? Now we're ready for that. Thank you, Ailey. So, as soon as I put my gloves on, we can do the last part that's going to make it fizzy. So, David, what are you holding over there?
Vinegar.
Oh, vinegar. You know what's cool, guys? Remember we added before something called baking soda? And we said there's going to be a reaction with the baking soda. If you mix vinegar and baking soda together, something really cool happens.
Do it in a cup.
I'm going to pour it into the cup first.
No,
I'm not going to... No, I want them to see what's going to happen. So I'm going to spread out my cloud dough a little more. Spread it out, spread it out.
Mix them?
No, just spread it out so that the reaction is visible. And I'm going to pour my vinegar into a cup.
Pour you this?
Yeah, but soon. Don't add the color. Here's some vinegar.
But not
Do
too
a little
much
more.
because if you put too much, it's going to explode too
Oh,
much.
you think so? All right, let's see. And now I'm going to add some color to the vinegar
Green.
so that we can put color that way onto our cloud dough. All right, who's ready for this cool part? Here. Now we are all going to take our syringes. You can use droppers. You can use anything you have in your house that will hold it. And you can even just pour it straight from the cup. So we're going to get some into our syringe first. All right, you want to get some? You put it in and then pour it out. It's okay, we'll figure it out. And that's good. You just need a little bit for starters. And are you ready? You can get some? All right, let's see what's going to happen. We're going to squeeze out our syringe onto the cloud dough.
That's a little bit
That's
too
okay.
much.
All right. Who's ready to see what's going to happen? Ready, set, and go.
Cool. Oh yeah,
Whoa.
because it has baking powder.
Soda, yeah,
I mean,
baking soda.
Baking soda.
So, the vinegar is reacting with the baking soda inside our cloud dough, and it's making a bit of an explosion. It's making it fizz up. And that's why it's fizzy cloud dough. Now, don't mix it just yet. Now we want to make another color of vinegar. Let's see if we have enough food coloring to do that.
I think we do.
We have a little bit of yellow here. Let's see if... Yeah, that should be enough. Pour some more vinegar on there. There we go. All right, that's good. Yeah. There we go. And let's get some in our syringe.
Right.
Okay, and you gonna get some in? Here we go. All right, ready, set, and go.
Oh, now it's gonna become blue.
Is it?
Yeah,
Does yellow and green make blue, or yellow and blue make green?
Yellow.
Hey, look, some of the color is mixing together. Check that out. And look, remember how I said that you can just pour it straight from a cup also? If you don't have a syringe or a dropper or something, watch, that works too. You can just pour a little bit at a time. See? Pour it on. Oh, it's fizzing. It's bubbling up really high. Pour, pour, pour.
It's actually not mixing so much. Because
Ooh.
the second color is always the one that takes effect.
So guys, you can play with the cloud dough before you put on the vinegar to make it fizz. You can pour the vinegar on right away. And also, after it's done fizzing, you can play with it and squish it and feel how it feels. But one word of advice, if you play with it and mix it all together, it doesn't really work as cloud dough anymore. So if you want to use just the cloud dough, play with it first, and then when you're all done playing with the cloud dough, then you can do the fizzy part to watch the reaction. All right, you want to play with that little now? Here, close that.
Oh, that's the same.
Ooh, this feels goopy.
I need to get my gloves.
You do, I think.
Me too. I also think.
This is very messy and sticky. See, wait, Lisa, this is why we did it on a big tray, because we need a lot of space for it to spread out. And we also put a plastic on our table so it wouldn't get too messy. And that's also why we're wearing gloves. If you like how this feels on your hands, you'll probably fine with it without gloves. But I like to put the gloves on so that my hands don't get too dirty or sticky. Try keep it on the tray when you're playing with it, because this is super, super messy. And if you don't like the smell of vinegar, it's a pretty strong smell, you may want to play with the cloud dough first before you put on the vinegar, and then just watch what happens next.
Let's see this. Ooh,
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Looks like guacamole.
Oh, yeah, we did make a new color. It kind of does look like things that you can make with avocado.
No, it actually looks like the store-bought guacamole, which has small pieces of vegetable in it.
Yeah, it does.
When
That's
you
right.
mix this all together because of
All
the
right.
gel.
All right, guys, I'm going to turn off the video now because I don't really like the smell so much. But this was really fun, and I hope we can play again another time together. See you later.